Hello, and welcome to another episode of We Hate Skill Windows, the podcast about hating skill windows, except we don't really review things that have skill windows all the time. I'm Rai,
I'm Chris.
and today we review The Heavenly Demon Cannot or Can't Live a Normal Life. Also, just to point it out, if in the case the previous episode gets published at some point, uh, there was some scuff. It should be fixed this episode. If you noticed audio quality issues, let us know so I can adjust my mic because there is something clearly wrong. Anyway, The Heavenly Demon Can't Live a Normal Life is about a guy who, hmm, forgot his name. That's real unfortunate. Uh, he's the Heavenly Demon of the Murim world. You know the Murim world, the one that's martial artsy and everywhere. In the Korean stories generally. He gets doesn't really get regressed. He gets he
Isekai
just gets
reincarnated.
isekai. Yeah, he just gets slapped into the body of a noble in like medieval Europe, essentially. I don't know. They sort of look white. Fantasy world, you know. Uh, Sort of like a 18th, 19th century European ish looking society. Uh, and now he's like a deadbeat noble, essentially, who is looked down upon by everyone that he knows because he's supposed to be like a drunkard and someone who also potentially does drugs and a bad influence. The eldest son of a noble family, uh, when he's taken over by the body of this guy. It is a reincarnation, sort of, because both of them died, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah, whatever. Uh, because the main character finds like a suicide note written by the previous owner of the body when he inherits it, essentially. Uh, but yeah, the rest of the series is really just the main character going through and reforming his body and reforming the people that work under him and trying to wage global war on people. hmm that's about all I got. Also, the art style changes drastically after like episode or chapter.
19?
I was gonna say 20. Yeah,
Yeah.
chapter
One
19.
of those.
Chapter 19, the art style changes drastically, is my note. Most likely they contracted a new artist. I personally really like the new style. You may notice that Kevin, who was previously a emaciated, like old, normal guy, became a child. And Chris got a lot more handsome. But you know what? Everyone's easier on the eyes, which is good. Because the previous artist only drew the women easy on the eyes, and then everyone else looks sort of painful. So I think they did a good change. Yeah, that's about it. How do we review this now? Actually, just the webcam to be further down. This is not something I can change right now. Okay. Webcam is out of focus as well. This will be something we'll have to address later. That's fine. Um, you want to just rate it? Do we usually
Let's
talk
do
about?
it.
Yeah, screw it. We rate it. The art. It's good.
Oh.
I like the art. I'm giving it another 10 out of 10. Honestly, I'm just looking for something that feels unique to the world it's in, and this does it. Actually, you know what? No, that wouldn't be right. We'll give it a 9 out of 10. The first 19 chapters sort of sucked. What would you give it?
Uh, honestly, it's hard to say. I'll give it like an 8.
Damn, what are you talking points for?
I don't know. I guess I just it wasn't what I
Are you the
like in
type to
art,
just
I
be like,
guess.
nothing can be a 10? You must improve.
I'm giving things 10.
Yeah, correct. You have. In fact, I'm mostly the person that's like, nothing can improve to a 10. Nothing's the redice level. And I gave like redice a bad score on Seven Fates Chaco. Yeah, that's about right. So the story then. Go ahead, Chris. Tell us what the
Mm,
story is.
I was I was entertained, I guess. It was pretty generic though. Um, I'm trying to recall the arcs, how he like first reincarnates. His character in the beginning kind of something. Um, but I'll talk
Well,
about the
so
character section, I guess.
yeah, I was gonna say, if it helps, the first part is him getting used to the body, and then uh subjugating some like bandit lord or something, smuggler camp, I don't remember. Um and like publicly
Yeah,
executing the leader in front of the people. Uh and
yeah.
then he beats up more people with like a stick, and then saves Kevin. Uh and then beats Chris in a fight using swords, and Chris displays aura, and definitely he shouldn't have, because he could have killed the guy if he actually wasn't stronger. Uh and then yeah, talks to his dad, and his dad's like, "Damn, I was too harsh on this child as he was growing up. That's why he's so stupid." Um and then yeah, and then I had this written down somewhere. Chapter 14, he pulls a kaneki, or a kaneki ken from Tokyo Ghoul, which is another way of saying he emerges from isolated training with white hair. And no one questions it. Not a single person questions it. Some people are like, "Damn, what's with that hair?" But nothing is ever said. Uh,
Yeah.
he proceeds to go and fight a territorial war on behalf of the Lawrence family against the Barco family, and utterly crushes them. And then at some point he like dies or artificially magics his hair back to black, and no one cares either. And then from that point on, it's like the, what is it? The,
He goes to the Southern Front. Well, before that,
oh
he like
yeah, he does go.
helps his like the miners out. This
Yeah,
mini arc.
he's got the mini arc where he goes into the mines and works for like 2 weeks, and he's
He,
like, Father, the key to the Dimitri wealth is in the miners, not the blacksmiths. It's the
yeah,
source, not the product." And then yeah, he does that. He goes to the Southern Front. You're right, and then he does all the war arc against Hector, and then he holds a tournament arc, which is probably like one of the shortest tournament arcs I've ever seen. Uh, and then currently
for
is
a long day, he
killing nobles. I
yeah,
Yep. And then he did a ranking battle where he went from literally the bottom and fought from 99 to 1. But this was only Cairo's ranking battle. Actually, don't know why he
yeah.
only started off with Cairo's ranking battle. Cairo being the country they're in. Cairo with a K. Uh because I remember the Valhalla guy being like, "Oh, your number 1 is like nothing compared to our number 100." Then why didn't he just start there? Why did he go for the small fry first, I wonder?
Eh,
The super small fry. But yeah, what's the story? It is sort of generic.
there was something I thought interesting, maybe with the Hector Kingdom.
Mhm.
And then maybe we would start delving into a little bit more about the world politics and how he wanted to, I don't know, ascend to the throne. He said he wanted to rule over everyone, but he's kind of just, I don't know.
He's plotting something. As the kids
Yeah.
say, he's cooking.
He
Let him cook.
recently pulled a couple of, big baller moves, but
Yeah, recently
it's
he's like basically declared open war on all of the uh faction, which is a lot of people. But the king let him do it, so it's justified. But I think after the tournament arc, everything came to a close because everyone realized, oh, my people are in fact not stronger than his people.
honestly.
Yeah. I'm gonna give it the story probably about like a it's got yeah, the story itself is not super incredible. Give it like a 6. I liked it. I felt like it was good. Tournament arc is a tournament arc. But honestly, it was literally only like 4 chapters of the tournament arc because we already knew that Chris and we knew that Kevin would win. The two brothers or whatever. I looked them up by the way. It is Fokui and Vulcan. It is in fact
Uh,
not Fokui and Fokui 2, as you had thought it was before. For reference, there's like a man who looks sort of like God of War Kratos before he became God of War and just has like tattoos on. And then there's a man who looks like that but without the tattoos.
yeah.
So just a man. They're sort of bulky. And then putting in like Henderson, okay, we probably saw that coming. Henderson's had a sort of mini cameo in the previous chapters. He was probably getting his shining point. And then MacBurry or whatever, the one armed guy. I don't know about that one. He
Yeah,
probably only had like
they
a
pulled some
month or
stuff.
so, maybe like 2 weeks to practice for this tournament. There is no shot this man became proficient in this in 2 weeks. I don't believe it. Unless there was a time skip and then maybe he had like half a month, half the year. But you're telling me that your knight would lose to like a cripple essentially, and you'd be like, ah, damn, it's bound to happen. You know, you'd probably be like, get out of here. You're fired. You're stupid and fired. But that's on me. Right, what you give it?
I'll give it a 5. Maybe no, I'll give it a 6 too.
Ooh,
It
oh,
it was
oh,
it was well written to an extent, sometimes. Actually,
oh,
now that I'm thinking about it, I'm
oh.
remembering everything I didn't like. It's
Okay, we're
back to a
changing it
5.
back to a 5. I shouldn't have said anything. I was just surprised. All right, you said you'd save it for the characters. Save what you want. It's your time to shine.
Mm, it was just a small bit. His character, I think, is pretty inconsistent. Sometimes he's very no nonsense. In the beginning, his character, his like
Absolutely
personality was slightly
ruthless.
different. I would
Very
say he was
bloodthirsty.
just very he was more bloodthirsty, but he was also more like contemptuous. Like he like absolutely smiled at other people's pain. He was very, I don't know, holier than thou, but not holier, more like I'm just better than you. Mm. It slowly disappeared into more of just this like I'm a no nonsense person, but every now and then he starts to like show signs of his previous personality. Like when he's like torturing people and he's like, "Ha! I knew you were going to do that, you dumb."
You
I
dumb
don't know.
B word. Should we say it? Does
Uh,
YouTube allow it at 14 minutes in? Let's wait another 20 seconds so it's 15 minutes in and then YouTube probably allows you to say the word.
but I do like stories with a larger cast. Now they don't really do much of anything.
Yeah, well, okay, you say larger cast, but what are there? Chris, Kevin, Fakui, Vulcan, McBurry, Henderson, Lucas. Do I all of them? Any of them could contribute?
Yeah, they don't
Do
really
his
do
parents even
anything.
contribute anything? They just throw
They
parties.
don't. Oh, no.
They declare a pseudo war and then they throw a party and they're like, oh, ooh, no war, goodbye. Um. Oh yeah, now we can say the word probably. You fucking bitch. I don't even remember the context. Yeah, you bitch.
Uh,
I don't remember.
um,
Something about torturing people? Or was that not the
yeah,
context?
that was it.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Give it,
Characters
yeah.
wise, I will say he it was a lot more crafty. I feel like in the beginning, and like being careful with what he said. I guess at the very least, we stopped hearing his inner monologue that much. His inner monologue started just becoming like, I protect my people. It's a very cool, noble thing to say, but it's also very generic. Everyone cares for their people. If you don't protect your people, you're a piece of shit. And there are a lot of protagonists who are pieces of shit, but we don't talk about them as much. Did you like any of the villains? Were there any good villains? Oh, that's right.
They
There
were all
weren't. That's right.
no.
They were all 2D and maybe even 1D. Yeah. Did you like the kid who was like, "Oh, you you dare disrupt my bullying of your younger brother? I'm going to have my family kill you."
Right?
And then his family
And
was
that
like,
was
"Are you stupid? Are you absolutely stupid?" Yeah.
I found it a
I'm
bit
so
galling that was
surprised
the
Roman did
second
not
time.
order the kid to kill himself. I expected it. I want
Yeah.
your son to cut off his sword wielding arm and present it to us as a gift. Like, uh, there was one that I
Um,
read where it's a I think it's a Korean one. Korean or Chinese. I think it's more Korean, but um, in that one, it's more of a Murum world setting as well. And the main character is like, the youngest of 12 siblings, and blah 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 blah. Um, and one of his older siblings does something wrong and has to like correct the mistake. And the young sibling's like, okay, cut off your dominant arm.
what the frick?
And then like another sibling commits a mistake or like has to like owe him a favor. He's like, do me a favor and cut off your arm as well. So got all these one-armed people running around. But to be fair, in a Murum world where power is everything, if you cut off the arm, then you're sort of screwed. So
Yeah.
yeah, turns out all you need to do to become strong is order an entire nation to cut off their arms, and then all of a sudden you're king. And that'd be a weird time. Just have like a military, but it's all one-armed men. Actually, you'd be sort of very weak. That wouldn't work out. And then you all teach them the like
A one-arm fighting
MacDebury
machine.
one-arm fighting frenzy demon, whatever the hell he named him thing. Yeah, I didn't like any of the villains, mostly because they were not likable, and they were all very like
Similar.
opportunistic villains. Who were like, hey, it looks like you did this without just cause. It's enough cause for us to march onto your land and declare war. Actually, you know what? Hector was actually pretty smart.
Oh yeah,
Hector was
actually,
really smart, actually.
I wouldn't
So
call them villains necessarily though,
well,
but maybe
he
they
was
were.
technically a villain to Cairo. Technically, if you think about it,
Yeah.
he wasn't a good person. He killed a lot of people, and then it was like, yeah, yeah money. He did try to do a weird negotiation where it was like, "Hey, so I slaughtered like a bunch of your people, but if we wager the Southern Front against you guys, how much money would you give me?"
Yeah, honestly.
And then they also teased something about a necromancer in Hector Land, and then it was never brought up again.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're like, "Oh, there must be a necromancer maybe plaguing this land for years." And then and then we never heard anything more.
Yeah.
So maybe the author just forgot, but it's been a while. What is the current arc again? Oh yeah, we're just
Uh,
subjugating the
Fighting
nobles
some
or the
war,
king.
or they moved past that. Now
Did
they're
they?
like they're fighting the Western Front.
They're fighting Kronos, right? If I recall correctly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's like the next big threat. But he's also
I
like
think.
killing the aris- aristocratic faction as we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. What would you give the characters? Seems like we like a lot of them.
Mm, I'll give it a five.
A 5?
Five.
I feel like I almost heard a 4. I'll give it a 5, yeah. Why not? Roman Dimitri's cool. You know what? I'll give it to him. His moves are pretty sick. The fact that it was like the heavenly demon art is so so powerful that the moves are not named. They're just named the first move, second move, third move. I found that pretty funny.
Uh,
I found that pretty funny. I was like, that's pretty funny. Instead of like heavenly demon pain crusher or something, it was just like heavenly demon first move, second portion, second movement or something. That's pretty
huh,
cool. That's pretty neat. I feel like that's pretty cool. Did it have skill windows? It didn't, right?
no,
No.
Maram.
Yep. Let's get some Murim out of 10. Final score. I don't do math. What's the final score? What is the final score here? 5 plus 5.5 plus 8.5? This is
What?
looking to. Huh?
Wait, 8.5 you said?
Right?
Oh, just for the art.
Right?
Okay, yeah, 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 yeah.
I just cleared my answer for you. Your reaction was so abrupt, I thought I fucked up. No, it should be a
I,
6.3.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. I thought you meant like I did my math wrong. I was like, oh, I must have screwed up. Chris is the one who keeps track after all. It's not
I thought
me.
the 8.5 was the total score. I was like, that's really high.
Oh, oh, don't worry. We wouldn't ever rate anything past that. No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't strike. Wouldn't strive to the what's it called again? Reformation, Dead be Noble. Yeah,
Oh,
it wouldn't strike that level. No, no, it wouldn't.
we've given up a couple things like in the 8.5 range. We've
I
been
do
right
want.
there.
I need to go back and like probably watch all of my stuff again, all of the ones that we've released at least, and like we should do like a blind tier list of each one we've read, and then I'll reveal like the tier list. Or I guess you're gonna do the tier list because if I went and rounded up all of them, it wouldn't be quite blind, would it? You can maybe for a video we can like have you rank all of the ones that we've read in like a tier list,
Oh,
and then we'll see
all
like
right.
compared to us rating it individually all this time where we actually put them all. And they can try to recognize
Oh,
that we honestly probably think the same. Uh, but is it my turn?
yes.
It's my turn. Okay. Um, just so you know, I have absolutely no clue what we're reading. You're
That's
like,
me every week.
oh, oh, oh. Ugh. Um. Ooh. Do you oh boy. Do you want to read have you read Updater?
Oh.
Perfect, we're reading it. It's called Updater, like UPDATER.
I'm reading some information on the
Yes,
website
I'll
about
read it too. The blacksmith NPC Aiden. One day his village gets deleted by the hands of the system moderator, and as he and his little sister Elise perished, he swore to himself, "I'll destroy the system with my very hands." Well, we'll talk about the rest later, I guess. Basically, he unlocks like moderator privileges somehow. I don't know. It's a whole load of BS. This one. Uh, hey, it's got an 8.9. It was dropped. It was dropped for rightful reasons. It was bad. I did not enjoy this
it.
one. I really, I read it and I was like, wow, what a glorious like waste of time that I did. But then, with everything else you read, you're like, "Oh, at least I wasted some time." So it was nice.
Oh.
Yep. Mhm. Yep, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go read that and cry to ourselves about why this is bad. Uh, this was a short episode. You wanna, like, do podcast things and talk about things?
Sure. What?
Perfect. Let's talk about solo leveling. Ah.
Oh.
The hidden part of the thing where we talk about something that we definitely have talked about before, but just not on the show. Solo Leveling, anime came out. It's like webtoon adjacent. We don't actually have to always talk webtoons. We could probably bring up like actual topic podcast discussion topics. Otherwise, it's just review. Um, but yeah, Solo Leveling anime came out. There's 2 episodes right now. I have actually not fully watched the second episode yet. I forgot the ritual is so damn long. Like the oh well,
Like
should I not be spoiling
the
things?
first thing.
Yeah, in the first dungeon, the like whole ritual to get
Yeah,
to Sunjin
yeah.
Woo being chosen. I forgot it was so long. I forgot it was so stupid. Uh, I also I do remember in the first episode, some people died. It was very visceral. That was pretty cool. That was nice. I was like, wow, you guys don't skip out on the gore, do you? Was it like
That
Tokyo Ghoul again or something? What was the one? Was it Tokyo Ghoul, the one that like turned all the blood pink? Was it Tokyo Ghoul or was it?
was like
Well,
Danganronpa.
Danganronpa did it because it's stylistic, but I thought Tokyo Ghoul got censored and turned pink. Hold on,
Maybe.
did it or no? No, right? No.
I don't think so. Because it gets pretty gory in that one. Maybe one of them has pink blood. That's kind of whack though, when there's centipedes crawling in people's ears.
Uh, no. Apparently, Tokyo Ghoul did get censored. Um. Oh, the blood turns blue. Apparently.
Oh, huh.
Aw. I don't. Oh, what the hell? Someone posted it. What did they actually? There's no shot they did. Why would they do this? I guess certain companies airing it. Hmm. There's series that censored blood in white. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? You know what that looks like. Stop that, you. But no, apparently that's a Photoshop. Okay. Yeah, how much they no? Okay. It's just I lied. It's just Yeah, never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. That's fine. Yeah, Solo Leveling came out. Go and watch it, and then be slightly disappointed probably. But you know what? I haven't watched the second episode yet. I am here purely to watch the statue smile. I'm here to see the statue smile. Once I see the statue smile, I'll be happy. Even if the rest of the series is bad, then so be it. Also, realistically talking, if in 12 episodes, how far do you think they could feasibly get? Not very far is the
Mm,
answer, right? We could probably almost get to him beating up the vampires? Maybe?
I don't even remember the vampires, right?
It's the part where he like subjugates the vampire people and has to like is that even the right show? I everything's blending together. Everyone has to subjugate vampires, man. Everyone
Oh,
has
the
to.
people in the tower that he's
Mhm.
training in?
Yeah. The
Okay, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I think they'll probably end as soon as he becomes his first power up. Like when he officially
There's
becomes
no shot. So much happens between then. So much happens between then. Wait, or are you talking about when he defeats the knight?
when he defeats the knight and finally gets his like
Oh, yeah, that's a
first
pretty good
title.
time to start or to stop. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say when he becomes the monarch, that's way too late.
Oh no, no,
That
no, no.
would be
Yeah.
them skipping out on so much of the good stuff. I swear, we've got to
Yeah.
have like at least like a 5 episode miniseries dedicated to Jeju Island and Biru and all the nice, wonderful ant soldiers.
Yeah, I think they'll
They wouldn't do
probably
that.
only be able to get to this class change, and then that's the only thing that they can get up to, probably.
Okay, well, that's good enough. It- Any other things you think are prevalent? Honestly, I don't have anything. I'm asking because I don't know what people usually do nowadays. I feel like they like bring topics on and talk about them. I don't have any topics. Yeah, don't
Um,
really have anything.
oh,
Okay, we end.
yeah, let's do it.
We end. Hey, if you liked watching this episode, go and click on the like button. We appreciate it, even if you only watch like 10 minutes and then don't even see this part because it's only 30 minutes long. And if you did enjoy it and want to support us, you can also click on the subscribe button. We're on YouTube, not Twitch, silly. It's not going to cost you money, so go and click that thing. And then you can click the bell because apparently it does something. So go and do that as well, I guess. But only if you want to. We're not forcing you. Unless, what if everyone who doesn't do it watches the video gets isekai'd into a world where they have to read manhwa? That's not a punishment. Uh no. I was gonna say everyone who doesn't subscribe gets turned into a world where sent into a world where one day portals open in the sky. And then I was like, that's not a punishment either. That I wanna be there. I wanna be part of that. Never mind. We'll figure something out. I'll see you next time with Updater. Also, I don't know how far we're gonna get in Updater. I don't know if there's another scan group doing like it past chapter 70, where it got dropped by Asura at least. So if there is, maybe honestly, I might just ask you, Chris, at the end of like the rating week. I might just be like, hey, do you actually did you enjoy this one? Because I probably didn't. And then if you want to keep reading, you can, but I'm not gonna force you. Alrighty, we're gonna see ya. You got anything else to say, Chris?
Nope.
Oh, goodbye.